Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Vincent. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a...
Weird.
Weird situation.
You said what?
It's a weird situation.
What's going on out there?
You know, like hands pulling over here, and this car pulls in kind of behind her. She doesn't notice it. She looks at her phone when I'm getting out of the car. And I was like watching her. I didn't want her to back up and hit them because they were like right behind her. She ended up backing up kind of between the back of this car and them. And then like as soon as she backs up, they were like shoot. Like they move real quick. Like she ain't drinking, and she's probably like, what the fuck? Like it was weird. And then as soon as she was able to turn around, and they went out, went down back in the back. Like they weren't even supposed to be in our driveway. It's weird. They're doing for a long time.
You want smoke?
Huh?
You want smoke? I figured, I was like, yeah, she a little tipsy. She probably wants smoke. But let me hurry up and get this blunt ready for her. For you. For you. From 7-Eleven.
You got butter from 7-Eleven?
I get butter from 7-Eleven. I got butter from the butter. You have fun? Did you see anybody else? I said, did you have fun? Did you see anybody else? Gosh. That's crazy that you saw a car. Because last I talked to him, he worked for like the airport. I was like, bro, like, if I wasn't with y'all, I was talking to him a while ago. Like, hey, hit me up.
But the last time that I talked to him, though, was like 2012.
It's a long ass time. I mean, honestly, it probably would have been that same time for me too. You know what I'm saying?
This is when I went on a cruise. That's the last time I seen him. So it's just weird.
You went on a cruise with him?
No, he was like, I saw him in the airlines. Whenever we got to Florida, he was there.
I got you. That's what I was saying. It was funny that you saw him here because last I remember he traveled a lot.
I was like, what the fuck is you doing? I know, and I was talking about like, just shit. And I said, me, you have 2 girls. He was like, what the fuck? He's like, so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. No, the other people I saw was Bobby Freeman and
Wait, oh no, I'm thinking of Freeze Mine.
I don't think you know Bobby Freeman. He my uncle lives right here in my hand, but I see him there every once in a while. But and then John Harvey, which is he's been dating Melissa. I got her last name for years from high school to now. And their daughter's in high school right now. And I'm always threatening her life. I was talking to them. I was like, I threaten her life all the time. I call your mama if you'll get back to fucking class. All the time. I said, you know what's crazy? I said, my daughter's gonna be just like her. I know it.
It's crazy. Is that what she was?
No. Their daughter is like such a social bug and always out of class. And I'm always threatening her life.
But like not
and I
bad.
feel like Tegan's gonna be like that.
But not like bad.
No, I don't know.
I think Tegan's gonna be a social bug.
I mean, she's a social bug. That's what I'm saying. But I just feel like she was such a social bug. She's gonna be out of class. She don't want to be there. I don't have to fuck her ass up. But she reminds me just so much. I was like, she could be like just like him.
You can see it.
And I told John, I said, she gives it for you. She would never run class. Because him and Melissa were my ear.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. Maybe their
They
faces.
kind of separated, sort of, to do their own thing. Kind of recent, and their daughter has been like when it first happened, she was kind of like, what the fuck? Kind of talked to her about it, like we'll just grow apart, blah blah blah. So she's been trying to stay out of their relationship because they still be getting mad at each other and this and that.
So it was just one person. He was out. It wasn't both
She
of
was
them.
just out. Melissa wasn't there. Maybe it was out some chick.
So he was out with some other chick.
Like I said, they've been kind of doing their own thing. Where'd you get Bud from?
Your brother. I told you I did.
When?
2 days ago? The other day? I told you he was about to come over.
I know he came over.
Oh. I swore I told you about that shit.
No,
Remember I was like I was gonna hit your brother up, and
you
then
said that, and that's all I've heard.
I was like he had texted me that he was out in Tonga. And I was gonna get up with him later. No smoke.
How much weed did you get? What?
It's a part.
Enough to be smoking. Why would you roll up blunts though? I'm just asking.
I don't roll up blunts all the time.
I know, but
It's
still,
fine.
it doesn't. I know, but it don't last you long if you roll up blunts.
I know. I was just doing this because you were coming home.
Then what happens if we broke again? You don't
say
make this shit. It ain't gonna make a difference at this point if you're rolling up a fucking blunt.
I know,
I'm
babe.
just talking to you.
I understand. I normally just do bowls. I don't smoke
I feel
blunts in the
you.
face and like that.
I'm just saying, because you always fucking broke. You ain't making the shit stretch. If you're rolling blunts, I like blunts over bowls. I understand that.
I mean, I normally do bowls over blunts. I just do blunts randomly.
I know you do, but I'm just saying. I'm fucking broke now. What you mean? You fucking broke now. Yo, it cost $40 to park in the parking lot. Yeah, I paid 20. Cause I'm not. She's like, I still owe you money to babysit. I told her, don't worry about it. And she probably will get me later. I'm surprised she kind of did in the mix of this. But it was cash. You gotta pay cash. That's why I do it in 20. She was supposed to pay me probably $60 a month or something. I didn't do nothing. I was watching my show with no interruptions. That's all I got out of that.
But she's probably saying that.
I mean, I think she still will in general, that sort of thing. But I think she would have my back when needed to have my back in other areas or different time. You know what I mean? That's to me is more important to me than you paying me $60. Yeah, I just want her to be a good friend. I just think that's what I'm
I think
doing.
she's the only person that's really been reaching out, trying to hit you up all the time.
Yeah, I felt a little bad about not going to Sarah today. But they ain't doing nothing. And I didn't want to sit there to do nothing. Except for taking, throwing dirt everywhere. You didn't.
You went out there.
I did. I know. That's the other part is I did I feel like I went home. go on upstairs. Because I'm tipsy. It's been that way. What? I'm just feeling so tipsy every time I go to bed.
At the 14. So the Vanderbilt Commodores return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
On the ground, it's Irvin. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Florida Gators offense will get the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Gators in the hurry up. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, and those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Back to the ground game on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
The Gators have this offense rolling. Going to the run, it's Moreno. He pushes his way down to the... Closer and closer.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's McMillan. Unloads to the wideout. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Moreno. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in 3rd and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the 1st down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Moffitt. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass, trying to get to him, fighting off the defender. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Gators decide to punt it away. On the return, it's Vincent. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Coming after him. And the defense gets to the quarterback. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback checking off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They're trying to get to him. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Winton. They get him down after he makes the catch. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And the Commodores will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moffitt. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense makes a big hit, knocks him down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. This is a designed run. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Gators are on the move.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. A designed run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for a gap. It's Moreno. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on 4th. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
He'll keep it himself. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. The snap sets up to throw. He finds his man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. and they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have two people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been
Intercepted. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Takes the handoff. It's Winton. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to get...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now on second down. The give as they work on that clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. And the Gators will have a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They move the tight end all over. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gators are flying down the field. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off to the fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Second down coming up.
This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll go to the counter. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. In the post game, if you start asking about the